here, and we're going to have Alex Jones on coming up. We were going to have him on next week, but we a little scheduling problem. But we're going to get him on, and there were so many more things I wanted to talk to Tucker about that I didn't get to. A million of them. One of them was this. So I don't know if you know, but TikTok banned Glenn Greenwald completely.
For what?
They didn't say.
Oh.
Well,
why would you do that?
So, and this is what happens to us when we tried to log into our TikTok account. It first said your account was permanently banned due to multiple violations of our community guidelines.
But they will never tell you what they are.
This is what happened. This is what they sent. At least they sent a letter to Glenn, and this is it. After further review, your account will remain permanently banned due to violations of our integrity and authenticity policy. That's what they say. So at least, so that's Glenn. So at least they gave. So for Jimmy Dore, your account was currently suspended.
Oh, you're just suspended.
Well, it had first said permanently banned, and then it switched to currently suspended. I don't know why that happened, but that's what happened. So in the same week, they took down Greenwald and Dore. Not that I'm in the same category as Glenn Greenwald, but
do you think it's false things strikes put out, possibly related to certain goings-ons around the Middle Earth?
So this idea that somehow China is trying to co-opt your kids and infect their brains through TikTok. That's what this is all about. And so TikTok is run by a guy from Singapore, I think went to Harvard. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about anything. He cares about having TikTok be in the United States. And so it's very popular now
because it's better than the others and people want to take it out.
The military-industrial complex wants to have a war with China, and part of that propaganda is to say TikTok's from China and they're trying to infect your kids and they're trying to control you. And so they're trying to get people to ban governments inside state governments and the federal government to ban TikTok here. And TikTok doesn't want to lose this market. And so they've made a deal with the FBI and the CIA, and they're like, hey, anybody you want us to ban, we'll ban. Just ask us. So they're way worse because they know they're not going to ban Facebook. They know they're not going to ban Twitter, and they're not going to ban YouTube or Instagram, but they will ban TikTok. So they are being much more obsequious than the rest of the social media is with the deep state, with CIA and the FBI.
Sounds very China-like, by the way.
Sounds very China-like. So, but that's coming because the American government is going to ban TikTok. That's why they're banning individual users, because they're trying to do whatever the U.S. government wants them to do. And so the real fascists are the U.S. government. That's what's happening. And when you say it sounds like China, sounds like America is a lot like we think China is.
Well, it's all going to be it's an app it's like this app's going to be your bank account, your social, your something,
your healthcare, your vaccine card.
All the things will be one app, which is fascism.
Yep.
They made an app of fascism that we all signed up for.
And they can turn and your credit card, they can shut down your bank account.
Your religion is online.
Man. It's here. And they keep pretending that somehow voting for the people who are doing this to you is saving democracy. That's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my lifetime, that voting for Democrats is saving democracy. Voting for Democrats is voting for fascism, just like voting for Republicans is voting for fascism.
Well, in fairness, they said arming Ukrainian Nazis was saving democracy. So
that's right.
It's not quite as... They've said worse things were saving democracy.
So Greenwald and Dore in the same week.
Greenwald shown the door.
And if you'd like to hear, that's funny. And if you'd like to hear my jokes about all this, and especially my new 15 minutes of jokes I have on Israel-Palestine, come out and see us this Sunday in Oxnard, California. We're telling jokes in Oxnard, California at Levity Live. And this Friday, I don't know if we have any tickets left, at Two Roads Theater. No. So just come this Sunday. I think we're sold out on Friday. But go to jimmydore.com. We're going to Kurt will be there. I'll be there. Steph will be there. You can hear my new 15 minutes on Israel-Palestine and my new jokes about TikTok. And
it'll work even if it bombs.
So get it, Jimmy. If you're anywhere near in between LA and Ventura, That's where Oxnard is. Go to jimmydore.com, get yourself a ticket. We'll see you Sunday. And you can also, we're going to do a meet and greet there too. So if you want to meet us, take a picture. That's this Sunday in Oxnard, California. We'll see you there. I think that's it for today. We've done a lot of stories. We did a lot of talking. There's a lot of shit I wanted to get to that the head of Penn, the president of Penn, resigned. I wanted to get to that.
Oh, that's my favorite because it's another one of these things where like you think it'd be really easy to just answer the question.
Yeah.
Since they're already saying a false thing at you.
Should we just show that? Should we just? All right, go to Steph and I'll show that.
Oh boy, going to Steffi. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit over, what did I say? Like over 43K? Woo, woo, woo. Nice work there, Jim. Okay. What do I have? Let's see. And that is precisely why they have erased Marxism from the academic syllabus, because in the, oh boy, blank century, I can't do the math. Is it 19? What century is that? I can't do the math. It gave the oppressed a common nomenclature plus common goals. This is pure class warfare. It's going to take me a while for this, Roman numerals. All right. Next, I have come to the Oh, and that was from, who was that one from? That was from Karavenos. Come to the USA so a bunch of rich white dudes can send you right back to kill the rest of your friends and family on behalf of the American empire. Senator Durbin. Nice one, P.W. Walker. Let's do this one. Taddy says there's no such thing as a labor shortage in the world of 8 billion people. You can only have a soft strike in the labor force as people refuse crap wages for crap jobs. You know, and I saw somebody go, oh, you're going to pay somebody like $18 to flip burgers? What does it matter? They're feeding you. My God, I think that is such a lame excuse. Oh, they're just flipping burgers.
Can
what?
I just tell, in Denmark,
how much does McDonald's make every year? Back to Jimmy.
In Denmark, they get 20. Last time I checked, they were getting $20 an hour to work at McDonald's in Denmark. And guess what? McDonald's didn't close.
And did they have health care? I bet.
The weird part
and they have health care.
They're charging $16 for a Big Mac meal, and they're not paying them extra money.
And they're not paying them.
How the hell does that work?
That's right. So this idea, when people say that, what you're doing is you're repeating propaganda you heard on a corporate news show. That idea didn't come to your head. Oh, you're going to have to pay. That McDonald's makes billions of dollars in profits a year. Guess what they don't do? They don't share it with the workers who generate that profit.
And I just want to point out, have you noticed how McDonald's now just look like prisons?
And now they've made McDonald's, if every new McDonald's that goes up is gray, like it came right from the Soviet era, like as if Russia was building them 40 years ago. Every McDonald's is the ugliest piece of shit I've ever fucking seen. They're horrible.
There's more dignity spreading my asshole on OnlyFans.
That's right.
Than working at an airport McDonald's.
That took a turn.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. I mean, I'd say about Starbucks. You see that sign, making the world better one cup of coffee at a time?
So guess what? There's been pro-Palestine rallies on college campuses.
You mean calls for genocide?
There's been and guess what's been happening? So now they brought in the heads of... well, she's the head of Penn, and they bring them in to be questioned by Congress. And so watch this.
At Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
I am asking specifically calling for the genocide of Jews.
Okay, no one's doing that. But so this is a great switcheroo. So she's saying protesting Israel committing a genocide is perpetrating calling for a genocide.
Well, they get to that, but she goes, is calling for the genocide okay? And for some reason, because nobody's doing that, they're saying it's a genocide what you're doing, and God, it's not calls for genocide. No one's doing that, so she doesn't say that. She goes, well, in some cases, it could be harassment.
Why wouldn't you just say yes?
If a genocide happens, it could be a genocide. Is that what you're saying?
Let me listen to this again.
At Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
I am asking specifically calling for the genocide of Jews. Does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
Why wouldn't you just say yes, since no one has called for the genocide of Jews? Could this dean be that stupid?
No.
Well, it would depend on the context for the call of genocide.
I know what this is. The real question is, are Jews included in the DEI bullshit or not, ma'am? So if you mistrans someone, she's going to call it genocide, Miss Liz McGill, right? If you go, hey, I don't think whatever, take your pick of things, and they would call it genocide. So she's painted into a corner. It's like when Whoopi Goldberg, they were like, Whoopi, is the Holocaust white on white crime? And Whoopi like had to go. It's the exact same thing. So all this is an attempt to make sure Jews are included in the minorities who can do whatever they want and call for anything they want, right? Like when whatever the hell that she signed off on, she can't say no. Oh, we don't allow genocide. Because they have no rule. Some people have certain rules, and some people, it's not like Israel.
I very much like the apartheid state of Israel.
Her weird apartheid state they have can't hold up to scrutiny.
So let's play a little bit more.
Context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context. That is not bullying or harassment. This is the easiest question to answer yes, Ms. McGill. So is your testimony that you will not answer yes?
If the speech becomes conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide?
Fair
the
question.
Speech is not harassment. This is unacceptable, Ms. McGill. I'm going to give you one more opportunity for the world to see your answer. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct when it comes to bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be harassment.
The answer is yes.
You can't just say yes,
and
stupid.
Dr. Gay, at Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
What's the context?
Targeted as an individual. Targeted at an individual.
It's targeted at Jewish students, Jewish individuals. Do you understand your testimony is dehumanizing them? Do you understand that dehumanization is part of anti-Semitism? I will ask you one more time.
Jesus.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric.
And is it anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric when it crosses into conduct that amounts to bullying.
Wait, what?
Harassment.
What does this mean when it crosses into conduct?
There's no other kind of thing that they would say works that way.
Right?
There was no other thing that would.
If you called for the genocide of.
First of all, never mind saying genocide. If you just said, I don't think kids should go to a drag show, they're going to go, that's genocide. You're trying to erase. If Mr. Beast cures blind people, he's genociding blind people in this world.
So, and the reason why you think they're caught in such a handcuff here and they can't answer this question, which is an easy question to ask. Because
they use that genocide nonsense whenever they want. So that's genocide, the thing that isn't genocide that you said. They've used the genocide card for this is all higher education bullshit, academic. Are we special DEI minorities or aren't we? Do you count us as black people too or not? That's what it is. Are we also queer? Then they don't want to give it up. That's crazy what she's saying, though, that you could actually call for genocide as long as you don't do genocide. What group can you do that with? And also, no one was calling for genocide. That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part. Nobody is. Well, they would say that from the river to the sea is a call for genocide.
Well, it's weird that they say it too, isn't it? The Israelis say it.
Israelis say it. But so when people who support Palestine say from the river to the sea, Palestinians will be free, they say that's a call for genocide. But Israelis say the same thing, don't they, Kurt?
Yeah, they do have the same exact saying. I've heard the exact same saying from both sides. Glenn Greenwald talked about it. They have their own saying. Okay, I'm not hearing genocide in that. Maybe there's a secret dog whistle for that. You should at least explain that and not just go, well, there were calls for genocide. Because someone coming in and saying Israel's guilty of genocide, I don't know if I would call that attempted genocide. Also, they're talking about Israel. They're not in danger here. They're more danger in Israel with a government let them get attacked by. It's unbelievable.
So there's one more video I want to show.
And sadly, since October 7th, the October 7th Hamas terrorist attack, campus anti-Semitism has skyrocketed on your campuses and all across the country. It is shocking, it is pervasive, it is threatening, and it is stunningly visible. The fear Jewish students are facing is real and it's justified.
So, but are they as afraid as students of color or trans athletes who are also extremely terrified? Why is everyone in college so terrified all fucking day long?
Yeah.
Back in my day, we went to college to get out of danger. Here I thought the real fight was in Gaza, Kurt, but no, this is where Jewish students feel the most in danger, at Harvard and shit.
Pussy ass Harvard. I don't feel safe. What are they all talking about? They don't feel safe. Oh, well, that's because the anti-Semitism is skyrocketed. Do you mean the anti-Zionism? And once again,
anti-Zionism is
built in that these are the same thing. And
they're not the same thing.
What about the Jewish students who don't approve of it, of Zionism? They must really be in danger.
So the woman resigned.
Yeah.
And after her missteps on anti-Semitism.
I don't understand this whole thing, and something seems fishy about it, because that was too stupid of a conversation.
That was so stupid, that conversation.
She didn't defend herself in any kind of way. There's something else to this, and I don't know what it is.
So you can call for genocide as long as you don't start to commit a genocide. That's what I interpreted them saying. That sounds crazy.
I feel like she was paid to take a fall.
But here's what Norman Finkelstein says. He says the Jewish billionaire class must be stopped. The student body at University of Pennsylvania must boycott classes from day one of the spring semester until and unless President McGill is reinstated. Otherwise, academic freedom is dead, and a gang of rabid Jewish supremacists will henceforth be deciding what can and can't be said on a college campus.
Well, it'll be a coalition of rabid supremacists. You know, I guess now they're settling whether Jews can get in on this sweet BLM nonsense. So all the colleges have been this for a while. The academic freedom dead thing, that's been going on for how long now? A very long time.
A very long time.
People had to start new groups for free speech, because the ones that used to handle it, like ACLU, don't handle it now.
So let's remember this.
Now, we've been seeing these massive...
The people who used to be against silencing people who were saying things they didn't enjoy or didn't like or didn't want to hear, these are now for that. They're now for that president getting kicked out. They're for the pressure being put on, and for muzzling debate over Israel-Palestine on college campuses. Watch this.
Marches all over the United States in favor of Hamas. If that doesn't scare the hell out of Jews, I'm not sure exactly what will. These campuses, which are supposed places of safety and openness and diversity, well, when it comes to Jewish students feeling, just a little threatened by people who are now defending mass murder of Jews, and then, of course, there's nothing to be done. Are these people who are marching in favor of Hamas that you would want working for your company? On campuses across the nation, Jews have been surrounded. Jews are being threatened all over the world, but we got to make sure that the people who join the threats, those are the people who are protected. If they are not citizens and they support Hamas, they should be deported. These folks don't think like you. They don't think like you. In the United Kingdom, Jewish students are now afraid to go to class.
I'm sure that's
I know.
valid.
You are in your dorm and you're ensconced there and you feel so comfortable with all your friends who tell you that you're just a great person and all your beliefs are exactly right. The last thing you want is somebody invading your campus and saying things that you disagree with, because that's just tyrannical and awful. You shouldn't have to feel like you're wrong ever. You should always feel like you're right. Well, toughen up, sweetheart. Bottom line is that it's time for you to learn that there are lots of differing opinions. The discussion is good for you. It makes your views stronger. It makes your views more durable. It is that exchange of ideas that actually makes an intellectual community worth having. If you're not willing to engage in that intellectual community, you're in the wrong place. If you want a safe space, we can find a padded cell for you somewhere. If you want life to just be a giant teddy bear, go back to being a child. But if you want to be an adult in the United States of America, you're going to have to deal with the fact that there are people who disagree, and that's a good thing to discuss. There are only one group of people that want safe spaces so that they never have to hear from anybody of a different ideology or political persuasion. Those people are called fascists. Okay, and you've got a bunch of fascists, damn fascists on this campus, who are trying to shut down political debate and trying to cloister themselves in this little cocoon of stupidity so they don't have to debate anyone or think about issues outside their kin so that they can feel comfortable. Guess what? Life isn't about feeling comfortable. Life is about bettering yourself. Get off your ass, you stupid pansies.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
So,
Don't cry in the car.
You live here, you're not under threat from Hamas. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. So, while I agree that people should be allowed to protest any way they want on a college campus, the heads of the Harvard and Penn, they were morons. They couldn't answer that straight question. Calling for genocide. Is that?
Yeah, that's against. You can't call for genocide. And then they go, but they didn't. And I go, no, they didn't. You're just saying that they didn't call for genocide.
How about you say no one has done that?
You had a thing where she says what they were actually doing.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Let me see. I might have gotten rid of it. Hang on. Let me see. Oh, I think I might have gotten rid of it.
She says holding a megaphone and accusing Israel of genocide.
And sadly, since October
is it this lady?
The October 7th Hamas terrorist attack, campus anti-Semitism has skyrocketed on your campuses and all across the country. It is shocking, it is pervasive, it is threatening, and it is stunningly visible. The fear Jewish students are facing is real and it's justified. Jewish students are trying to get an education while entrance to their classes are blocked by protests outside and inside classroom buildings. They sit in classes disrupted by protesters with bullhorns accusing Israel of genocide, with students chanting, "Long live the Intifada."
None of that is genocide.
So accusing Israel of committing a genocide is now the equivalent of calling for a genocide.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Boy, I can't believe they're not already in DEI, because that's exactly what these DEI... Remember when Brett Weinstein, the reason everybody hated him first was they said, okay, the white students should not come to school today. Usually they let all the, whatever, 5 black students in Washington, whatever, like little college that is, they don't feel safe, so you shouldn't come in. And he goes, hey, you can't tell these people they can't come into... And everybody, shut up,
because of their
Weinstein.
Skin color? I know.
Kids walking around with bats and shit in the hallway, like, where is the stuff that AOC faked was going on with her?
Yes.
They did with him.
I know.
So, oh, shut up, Brett Weinstein. Now all of a sudden, now it's like, this is really something, man. This is all for DEI cred, 100%. We want the same treatment that you gave to the other people who, call for genocide.
So now having a bullhorn and accusing Israel of committing genocide is the equivalent of calling for a genocide.
Well, if it makes them feel unsafe.
If it makes them feel unsafe.
I can't imagine feeling unsafe around some college pussy with a bullhorn.
I know.
I mean, I can imagine me feeling annoyed, but feeling unsafe? You sound like you're precious to me. That makes
precious.
you unsafe.
You know what is precious? Our comedy this Sunday in Oxford, California at the Levity Live.
Oxnard.
What did I say?
Oxford.
Oxford. I meant Oxnard.
Didn't you go to college to get out of the war back in the day?
That's right. You went to college to get... That's right. We'll see you this Sunday in Oxnard, California at Levity Live. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all tickets. And we're doing a meet and greet. Come see us. We'll meet you. We'll take a picture with you, the whole thing.
Wear a mask. Because
definitely. Get your boosters. Wear masks. But this is the craziest thing I've seen. And then she stepped down. But I think actually she should step down because she couldn't answer that goddamn question.
She was covered.
That was horrible.
You can't say yet. So there's something really weird about that, and I don't know what it is, but that looked horrible. It looked like nonsense.
If there were people out there protesting saying that drag shows should be banned,
that's genocide.
You know they would kick them out,
and then the performers won't feel safe.
And they won't feel safe.
Yeah, it's just like give us the same candy ass treatment you gave all the other groups.
This is such a mind fuck. It really is.
You really can't take anything at face value from any of these things anymore.
No.
I guess you never could.
You know, doesn't it just kind of prove that academics seem to have a hard time to get their points across?
Oh, my God.
It's a way for power, like scumbags that want to retain some kind of power. They're like, but I don't want to blow. I got to save my capital to tell the truth about one thing. Because I don't want this to be the hill I die on, saying if genocide's okay to say.
Yep. Yes.
Is that the hill you want to die on, Liz McGill? Well, unbelievable. There has to be some kind of money thing, or you can leave and get your whatever, I'm sure, golden parachute. Whatever you overpaid you are being the dean of that school. I'm sure it's like so she doesn't lose all her extra shit.
I think I read that she got paid $1.3 million plus health care.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a reason to sit there and not
a 5-year contract.
Whoa. I think she said too much now. That's just sweet.
All right, that's it for today. We're going to do some super chats. I'm going to talk about this, though. I'm going to talk about Cozy Earth.
All right, later, y'all.
By the way, so Cozy Earth, they sell like all the stuff for your house. We got sheets from Cozy Earth. And it was like they were sourced from bamboo. They're not made completely, but there's some kind of... But anyway, they're our favorite sheets. And they come with a warranty. I never heard of that before. A sheet coming with a warranty. So it's from Cozy Earth. And right now, it's their best-selling bamboo sheet set. Made with viscose, that's called viscose, from bamboo. It's temperature regulating, only gets softer with every wash, sensitive, skin-friendly, and it's available in 13 colors. I got the white ones. But it's our favorite sheets. We love them. I'm not making that up. And... So it's the softest fabric guaranteed, 100% viscose from bamboo fabric that feels like a cloud. Perfect sleeping temperature. So they give you a 100-night sleep trial. I never heard of this. So all Cozy Earth products and a 10-year warranty. What? That's what they say. So all Cozy Earth products can be returned or exchanged within 100 days and include an additional 10-year warranty against defects. So it's against defects. Okay, I get that. So if you're racking your brain trying to think of a right present for someone, you'll never go wrong with gifting the most comfortable sheets. Hey, I will give these away as gifts. This is a good idea, actually. Clothing and accessories that your friends and family have ever felt. I'm talking about Cozy Earth. That's my personal experience. And if you want your loved ones to feel better, sleep better, and smile when they think of you, so you couldn't choose a better gift than Cozy Earth. What, am I supposed to tell them to go somewhere? People I'm going to give it to people. I actually am. I'm going to give it to you, Misha. You want some Cozy Earth sheets? They're coming. What size bed do you sleep in? Queen. Okay, I'm going to give you a queen. Whether it's their life-changing luxury pajamas, oh-so-soft bedding, loungewear, or plush bath towels, you'll love shopping and gift giving at Cozy Earth. So here's my call to action. And here's my gift to you. This is my gift to you this holiday season. Go to CozyEarth.com and enter the code Jimmy to save up to 40%.
Whoa.
Well, I should have said that at the top. They buried the lead. Why'd they put this at the end of the fucking read? Oh, could you take the F word out? Sorry. So, Chris, take the F word out. But I don't know why they put this at the... I should have led with this. They're going to get 40% off if you go to CozyEarth.com and use the code Jimmy. That's CozyEarth.com. Wow. There you go. Merry happy holidays.
All right, you...
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit